3/4 of our planet is comprised of water, giving home to nearly 80% of the wildlife species among it. This makes the destruction of this environment that much more alarming. A combination of human actions and natural disaster has brought about a decrease in biodiversity and is causing harm to much of the ocean's organisms. As you can likely assume, human impacts are taking a larger toll on the fate of these animals. And why is biodiversity in the ocean important, you might ask? It is essential in the planet's ability to provide natural resources in the water, regulate oxygen and carbon dioxide in our atmosphere, and allows animals to adjust to changing climates and affects their capability to recover from natural disaster. It also provides a world beneath the horizon to explore medical discovery. Beaches across the world are littered with plastic items such as cigarette butts, plastic bottles and caps, grocery bags, straws, to-go containers, and food wrappers. These products, along with other pollution, waste, and chemicals, then leak into this beautiful ecosystem. Single-use plastics cause the most harm in that they are not reused or recycled. Depending on the product, decomposition of these plastics can take anywhere from 6 months to 600 years. When they do finally break down, it is either into smaller pieces or into a release of toxic chemicals. By the time a carcass has decayed, the plastic still remains, giving way to chance of harming another animal. Along with the long period of breaking down comes the fact that most of the plastic humans use is very lightweight and durable, allowing it to float along the surface. Not knowing any better, animals eat this rubbish and often feed it to their young as well. Others get stuck in plastic netting, often disfiguring their body and in some cases not allowing them to eat or hunt. Even if they are freed, plastic buildup in the stomach gives little room for important nutrients vital to their health, along with the very real possibility that sharp plastic objects may pierce their organs. Over 1 million seabirds and hundreds of thousands of sea animals die every year as a result of careless dumping into oceans and pollution by humans. The acidic nature of the ocean is increasing at an alarming rate as the atmospheric carbon content rises due to burning of fossil fuels. The water absorbs the CO2, forming carbonic acid and decreasing the ability of crustaceans and other shelled marine animals to form their outer layer. This will ultimately lead to their extinction as shells have become dissolved, giving them no sort of protection. This destruction is not only killing many animals, but is worsening natural disasters such as floods, as the plastic will clog drains, leaving water on the surface of the earth. Gyres are regions within the ocean that currents tend to form due to wind and the rotation of the earth. Trash buildup that hasn't already been consumed by marine animals end up trapped in the middle of these gyres. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch stretches as far as twice the size of Texas, giving an example to how widespread this damage has become. It is believed that 70% of pollution sinks to the deep bottom of the ocean, giving us insight into only a portion of trash buildup within the waters. Plastic pollution is only a portion of what humans are pouring into the ocean. Fertilizers, toxic chemicals, and oil spills contribute to the downfall of the ocean as well. One of the largest oil spills recorded in history was not an accident, but an act of war. In 1991, the Persian Gulf was loaded with an estimated 818,000 to 1.09 million tons of oil. It was revealed that Iraqi military let loose several valves of the Sea Island pipeline, releasing it as a military tactic. This was the first time recorded in history that pollution and destruction of natural resources was used in war. Although America is the 20th highest country of mismanaged plastic pollution, this is not said lightly. Nearly 8.6 billion gallons of water are consumed in just 1 year, which estimates around 340 million gallons of oil to produce these products. Bottled water releases much more greenhouse gases than standard tap water. Not to mention that countries leading in bottled water consumption have the luxury of flowing tap water straight into their homes. To make this even worse, only 1 in 5 water bottles ends up being recycled. These animals are dying as a result of human interference, so it is up to us to try and reverse the damages. Not all hope is lost, as some places are taking initiative, like Australia and Seattle. According to CBS News, cities across Australia have begun testing networks of drainage systems with mesh in order to prevent pollutants from entering rivers and the sea. And Seattle, Washington has placed a ban on plastic straws and utensils. I myself recently became a vegan, which helps reduce my carbon footprint and decrease overfishing. My actions alone will not stop this overexploitation. So, as a planet, we must come together and realize this is needed for the ocean to replenish its natural habitat. Recycling and finding new uses for old things will reduce the world's plastic production, but single use plastics must come to an end. Living a more minimalistic lifestyle is the key to saving our oceans. Buying reusable straws and cups, buying from bulk bins, and using a reusable shopping bag are just a few simple changes you can make in your daily activities that can go a long way.